Alright, hello guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to yet another video, folks. Welcome back to K Days or K Diaries here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are predicting the Premier League of Darts, night 15 in Aberdeen, including some big matches. All eyes on Michael van Gerwen versus Nathan Aspinall in the race for the playoffs. So we, we saw Luke Littler, Luke Humphries and Gerwin Price book their playoff places into the O2 in London. Can one of them, out of Van Gerwen and Nathan Aspinall, will book their places at the O2 in London in a few weeks' time? Before you get into the YouTube channel, please hit the subscribe button and support the video. We're just about smashing like 21 subscribers so far, but let's smash it today. Let's give us like 1,000 likes. Right, let's start with the first game. Michael van Gerwen versus Nathan Aspinall. In the matchup, that's huge ramifications for the playoff race. Michael van Gerwen takes on Nathan Aspinall in Aberdeen. Heading into Aberdeen, Michael van Gerwen holds on to the fourth playoff spot, just 1 point ahead of night 15 opponent Nathan Aspinall. This is a crucial matchup in the race to the O2. MVG lost in the quarterfinals to eventual night winner Luke Humphries last week, while he's also defeated in his opening match at the Players' Championship event on Monday. That was lost to Dominic Grulich. Aspinall may have only picked up one win in the last 3 weeks in the Premier League, but those defeats have been to Luke Littler twice and Nathan Aspinall twice. And that's it. Yeah, his performance levels in general has been strong, and he has beaten Van Gerwen in the 3 of their 4 Premier League meetings this year, including the last 2. With that in mind, we are backing the Stockport thrower in this one. I'm going for Aspinall to win 6-5. And then the second matchup tonight. Gerwin Price versus Stephen Bunting. Gerwin Price faces eliminated Stephen Bunting in Aberdeen, knowing that he's already assured of a place in the playoffs. One of the most consistent performers in recent weeks, Gerwin Price. Gerwin Price's run to the semi-finals in Leeds on night 14 confirmed his passage to the playoffs in London. The Welshman will now be keen to confirm third place if he can take a huge step towards that with victory over Stephen Bunting, whom he last faced in the Berlin final at the beginning of April. The Bullet won 6-5 on that occasion to record his only nightly win of this year's Premier League, but his semi-final defeat to Luke Humphries last week ended any admittedly slim hopes of making a late charge for the top 4. But with the pressure off though, Bunting may find wins easy to come by now, and with Price's motivation levels in question given his guaranteed qualification, Bunting could nick this, but I'm going for Gerwin Price to win 6-4. And then third up, Rob Cross versus Chris Dobey. The playoff hopes for both Rob Cross and Chris Dobey are slim heading into Aberdeen, making this is a must-win quarter-final for the pair of them. 7th place Chris Dobey's race is almost run now, but does have the smallest mathematically chance of reaching the top 4 should he go all the way in Aberdeen, as well as the final league night in Sheffield next week. Given the fact he has lost at the quarter-final stage in each of their past 3 weeks though, that scenario seems very unlikely, but Rob Cross's situation is only marginally better, but defeat this match would also end his own playoff aspirations. But the only Premier League competitor who is yet to register a nightly win this year is Rob Cross, who has lost at the first hurdle in each of their past 2 weeks in 5 of the past 6. But it's difficult to have confidence in either men right now, but given that they are 2 of the lowest maximum hitters in the competition, under 5.5180s looks like a reasonable market. I'm going for Dobey to beat Rob Cross 6-5. And then finally, Luke Littler meets Luke Humphries for the 7th time in this year's Premier League, just a week after their encounter in the Leeds final. Table topper Luke Littler has a 7-point lead over Luke Humphries, and with just 2 nights of the league action remaining, games are running out, will guarantee themselves first place in the Premier League should he defeat his closest rival here. The world champion faced Luke Humphries in last week's final in Leeds, losing 6-5 on that occasion, so he will be determined to bounce back against the world number one. He will gain revenge, certainly, if he beats Humphries, but that is now two Premier League wins in a row against Littler for Humphries, who shares a 3-all head-to-head record with the 18-year-old in this year's competition. 5 of those 6 games have featured at least 10 legs. This one is expected to be no different, and what is likely to be another high-quality tungsten tussle. So over 9.5 legs. It should be too close to call, but I think Luke Littler will get his revenge, really. I'm going for Littler to win 6-4. That's my predictions then for the Premier League Week 15 darts in Aberdeen. Leave on your comments below, guys. And who will join Luke Littler, Humphries and Price heading into the O2 in London? Will it be the 7-time Premier League champion Van Gerwen or Nathan Aspinall? We're about to find out tonight, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!